These 16 days started on January the 17th of 2026 when I was invited to the Golden Toads. I met up with Roscoe and Roscoe Jr. and we went and checked out Glass Creek because, that's where they had the Golden Toads last year. Where are you, Tunnel Toads? We're at your awards night. Where are you? We're here. There's no awards. What's going on? Then we went out to Great Stairway. I was telling Roscoe Jr. about how back in the day you would probably bump into people maybe 20% of the time in main drains. But nowadays... You'll be right, little fella.
Just do what I did and run all the way down.
It seems more like 8 out of 10. 20% of the time you don't. And we were approaching the Great Stairway, and I was talking to him about this. And then we walked up the top of the stairway, and we heard music in the tunnel. We've got to see what that music is. Hey?
Do you want to have a look?
I reckon. Yeah, that's people in the tunnel, I reckon. I do want to say that during this video, some people I've credited photos and some I haven't. The problem is, a lot of people posted them on WhatsApp and then they ended up on my phone and I just ended up with like 200 photos. And it was so hard to sort through and go back because when I phone, it doesn't say whose they are. So I'm going to do a general thank you at the end. I'm definitely, as usual, I'm so not trying to claim credit for any of these photos or anything. Also, I should pre-warn you that although this is about the 16 days of Cave Clan stuff. Yeah, Google Maps, there's got to be a train somewhere.
Yeah. If you guys want a map, there's links down in that green Discord channel.
Okay.
It's Melbourne Mice. It's got maps of like...
That's his brother. That's his brother.
Oh, sick.
I mean, it starts off with Tunnel Toads and it ends up at my beach house. So, and I'm not going to try and tell you how great things were that I wasn't at. So it's basically stuff that I went to or people that I was sort of hanging out with or catching up with went to. Don't be expecting it to be all about the whole of the clan and things like that. It's just about a part of the clan. Then the event that started the Clannies reunion anniversary long weekend extravaganza was bowling night at the Pillars. I was really hoping to make that. I really wanted to make the bowling night, probably more so than some of the other events that I went to. Amazing effort judging by the photos and the feedback. Like, well done to everyone involved. It was good to use the pillars, which was such a huge part of the cave clan formation. We did do the 30th anniversary there, but we were just thinking that this year's anniversary was going to be just too big for the pillars, and in the end I think we made the right decision, having it at the triple split at Maze, which was another huge part of the cave clan. Probably one of the most photographed sections of drain in the world, I'd say. There was so much work that went on getting this together. Like this year I did a lot more than I normally would. Nowhere near as much as what Cypher and his crew put in. Cypher asked me about getting some of the Cave Clan silicon bands made up, and we ended up doing it somehow. The company that I decided on was shut for Christmas holidays. We ended up getting them made 2 nights before the weekend, and Flirt picked them up because he lived nearby, and it was just literally like I got hold of them like 2 hours before the Clannies. 15 people paid $20 each, and they got 5 each, and the $20 each paid for them. So I didn't pay anything for them. I obviously didn't make anything from them. I've still got 10 sitting here if anyone missed out or couldn't make it to the night. And then Mott's made a new version of Mad Dog's old keyring thing. He made 200 of them, I think, and gave them away for free. So that was good. Jub designed some stickers, and all I want to do on Instagram, printed some up. Unfortunately, we put them all up before the anniversary. We put them up as sort of an advertisement for it. But yeah, thanks to Jub and all I want to do for that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's trying to get rid of 3, 2, 1. Power of the clan. Oh, cheese, brother. Alright, there you go. That's 4 of them working.
Then at last, I finally hit the road for Melbourne. Green and I had discussed getting out of the 42-degree heat. I still wanted to do a few drain walks, one through Frankston, but he'd recently done it. So next beach drain along was Big Ears. We decided to go do that. The time that I was going to get there was 1 o'clock. I got there a little bit early. Then, because there was so many Cave Clan expos, credit to the people planning it, there was expos after expo. Anyway, it turns out we were going to Big Ears Tomb via a manhole at pretty much the same time. We got about an hour ahead of schedule, and which put us right on path with the official expo, so it was going to be good. I think there was only 5 of us, and we were going to catch up with the other group. They got held up a bit when we're on clan time. We sort of went and checked the upper reaches of the drain. I did the little trick where we crawled in through the old tunnel and pretended to goose it. That's all we were doing, just the middle ear, and then we had to go back, and then we suddenly dropped down into the main tunnel. It was hilarious. We were all laughing, spilling our beers. Anyway, we sort of waited, but we had to get the wristbands, and we wanted to go do St Kilda Darky. That's where we were meeting Flirt. So we waited till, I think it was 2, and we couldn't even hear the other people in the tunnel yet, so we took off.
Hi, my name is Lenore, and my favourite thing from the Clannies weekend was facilitating the bowling expo and just watching everyone have a really fun time and just getting amongst the drain bowling goodness. I also really enjoyed seeing the Tunnel Toads get involved at Clannies and seeing them, I think, get a few awards and just have fun. It was really awesome seeing them get involved and just enjoying the clan spirit with all of us.
Hey, this is Senile, and I guess over the Clownies weekend and 40th anniversary, my favourite thing was catching up with some of the long-term members I haven't seen for a few years, and also the size of the gathering for the Clownies. It seemed a success for our efforts. Yeah.
My favourite thing at Clownies, I wouldn't say Clownies, sorry, was the 40th anniversary. Catching up and then going down Maze with some of the people I used to explore with from Sydney who I haven't seen for close to 20 years. And then going down to Maze for the catch up and finding our names written on the wall from more than 20 years ago. It was a pretty special night. Thank you.
I guess it was just great being part of it. Probably in the shadows at some points, but hanging out with the old school, catching up with them, being part of some of the new stuff that happened. Golden Toads happened around the same time as well, being part of the bowling, just a bit of everything. Love still being part of it, and don't want that to ever change.
And probably my favourite thing over the Clownies weekend was just that really hot Saturday when it got up to, I think, close to 40 degrees and just doing Big Ears Tomb and swimming out and St Kilda and swimming out and then kind of heading off to the Clownies after that.
I want to say the favorite thing about the Clownies anniversary weekend was catching up with a few mates who I hadn't seen in years. I mean, because we're all getting older and shit and have our own lives. And yeah, that would probably be it.
How you going, mate? We just went for a walk through the tunnel.
Yeah, well, I never looked in there. I lived in this area for 40 years. And
Okay.
I was outside there and I could hear people talking in there.
It goes through the street. Then there's a canal.
How big was it in there?
Yeah, we just did it because we're stupid. Yeah, see you. See you, mate.
I reckon the bowling was actually probably the favourite because it was a bit of a surprise. It was just relaxed, a good precursor to the main event. Clanny's was good as well. I thought it was good that there was a shitload of people there who I didn't know and who were quite young, which I think is a pretty good sign. Specifically, yeah, the bowling.
Okay, in all honesty, I think my favourite thing was doing maze with Woody and Cure, probably for the first time in 30 years. Also presenting the Gold Clanny was pretty cool, and spilling Greg's beer.
I think maybe the Big Ears Tomb Expo, or at least the bit that I went to, was pretty good. And then heading on to the pub and catching up with everyone in Maze was nice. I spent a lot more time there than I thought that I would, even though I was feeling a bit wrecked that weekend, but it was good to see everyone.
I guess for me, it was just seeing the mix and number of people at Clanny's, and Sunday night drinks and dinner and seeing a whole lot of old faces. It's great.
Not all the Clannies results, but here's some of the Clannies results. Best Expo, Interstate Bowling Battle Royale fun times in the Sydenham system with lots of explorers from across Australia. Best New Find, The Graveyard, found by ISO and first explored by Senile. Best Individual Effort, Alien, she's always been a big part of the clan and in recent years been a driving force in organising expos, finding accommodation, helping out or doing train repairs, and also speaking up for the minorities when other people wouldn't. Biggest mistake, Cypher smashing the back van window on the Mad Train Fury Expo. Biggest japes, Prowler's tent set up at merch, the Swent or the Twag. Best first year, Drain Duck, well done Drain Duck. Most degenerated, I just think people don't get that whole award. Like how it's meant to be a bit of a stir and tongue-in-cheek. Everyone's, oh, it's not politically correct, it's offensive, it's hurting people's feelings and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, most improved, deranged new back. Deranged new and improved post-surgery back. Best non-Vic, Curly exploring the world and showing the rest of us the best spots, Hong Kong, New Zealand, etc. Best ship jumper, half of the Melbourne clan to Tunnel Toads. Best drain duo, Alien and Senile. Best team player, Cypher, the gold, hidden from Sid Clan. I think we were trying to work it out, how many people from Sydney had won, like Silagen, Scarecrow, Curly. I don't know, Hidden might have been the fourth or fifth. Well done, Hidden. On the board inductees, Green and Curly. Awesome stuff.
Look, I've got a tip for everyone. If every time you go in drain, you feel like a child again, you're doing the right thing. Yeah. Not feel a child, feel a So, we used to get these overalls from a, what was it, a place that used to clean overalls? Yeah, I'm not mentioning names because his son might be around, but we used to chuck this little caveman person in through the air vent. He would chuck all these overalls out through the air vent, and if you turn around, then they've got that stencil. I've still got that stencil home. Okay, 10, 9. I remember one. I was just saying, we all live in a Melbourne water drain. A Melbourne water drain. A Melbourne water drain. We all live in a Melbourne water drain. A Melbourne water drain. A Melbourne water drain. Fuck that! We all live in a cave plan drain. A cave plan drain. A cave plan drain. We all live in a cave plan drain. A cave plan drain. A cave plan drain. I meant the Scottish, Irish, Jamaican accent. Woo! Fucking drain explorers. Fucking drain explorers. Your sons will be proud of you, Woody.
We stopped when we realised we'd get our feet wet.
So you're drain drongos.
They're always fucking filming.
Okay, this is the YouTube beers for all the people that helped making videos. YouTube paid for these beers. Beer. Yeah, it was all worth it.
Hours and hours of videos.
Seven has his little coloured YouTube beer. Yeah. Cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your help. This is your bonus. Cheers.
This is all we get. You ruined my career. Fuck off.
This is Alien. My favourite part of it was the trip to Mad Max and the jam session that happened up the very end. when we were going up, Ratta was doing his singing, which he usually does. And then I heard them banging on something, and so I turned on my camera, and by the time I got there, Snufkin, Ratta and Venture were all jamming. And at first it was like all over the place, and then they really got together and had this really good jam session. And I thought, wow, I managed to capture that on camera, so that was probably my favourite part.
The first thing I liked about the weekend was it was during a heat wave, so every beer was cold, every drain was cool. It was great just having that heat out there and being able to get up a nice cool drain or down a nice cold beer. So I had a beer and a feed at the Collies Bar at Young and Jackson's, which is good when you get back to Melbourne. On a hot day, a lot of tennis wankers. When we got to the Pint on Punt, again, lots of beers were consumed. We were going to go to the St Kilda Darkie, but that didn't happen, so we just sat and drank, me and Sloth, until everyone showed up. And when everyone showed up, it was the party before the party, which is just as good as the Clannies to me. And it was good to get to the Clannies to see the tunnel toads as we were arriving and people going up, the sense of excitement people seem to have. It was a good night at the Clannies, and I thought it was a nice touch getting myself, Duggo and Sloth to present the awards, because who knows, in 100 years' time, Cave Clan might still be going, the Clannies might still be going, and all the shit which I know nothing about, all the knobbish behaviour, etc., that'll all be forgotten because we'll all be dead, but the clan will still be going. That's something to think about. From there, the next day was again hot. It was good just chilling around St Kilda area, and the meet up at the pub before the birthday party was also awesome. Again, lots of people I haven't seen for ages. Good feed, good beers. Good to meet up with all those people. And going in the maze again, I've sort of shaken a bit of my trepidation about going in drains, which I sort of, after I retired, I just couldn't be asked, couldn't be fucked 30 years ago. But now, and at least on this occasion, I didn't mind it as much. And yep, up maze was again very good. A cool beers, cool drain. Great to meet people and catch up with people I haven't seen for ages. And an awesome rendition of Happy Birthday afterwards.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy
Another highlight for me was going to the Diamond Creek Mines on the anniversary. Thought that was kind of fitting, even though there's not a lot you can see going inside there anymore. There is some, but it was good to see old graffiti and in the company of experienced drainers such as Prowler and Sir and the newly minted Gold Clanny winner Hidden. Yeah, it was great. To the Diamond Creek Mines. And another highlight was I went under the Diamond Creek Bridge, not the rail bridge, the one in town, to see if the graffiti I put there 2 years ago to honour my mother on the 10th anniversary of her passing was still there. It wasn't. I took my great nephew, who's in year 7, and rewrote Mother of the Cave Clan and some dates in Woody and Sloth. It'd be good to see if it's still there next time I'm back there. Okay, cheers.
Oh, we're gonna feel a bit average tomorrow, I can guarantee that.
Okay, we've almost made it to the end. I kind of left this stuff towards the end. If you've lasted the Cosmic Psychos and 29 minutes of all this stuff, you probably, not many of you left, but I had planned for the reunion anniversary at Maze to put stickers on people with a number on it, what number they joined, just to show that a lot of people think Woody, Duggo and Sloth, and then there was some massive gap between the next members, but it was Woody, Sloth and myself, then Gilligan number 9, Rusco number 10, Mosh 14, Desi 17, Critter 20, Matt 39, Edgar 45, they both showed up to the pub, 43 Alien, 51 Flirt, 76 Senile, 84 Velvet, 94 Prowler, 99 Curate, 103 Warp, 106 Crow, 133 Beans, 134 Green, 140 Jub Jub, 145 Silage, and 146 Mad Dog, 148 Troxide, 149 Hatchet, 150 Dirge. And that was it. So that was the 27 that were at the reunion. 6 of those 150 had passed away and 3 had been kicked out. If you keep watching till the end of the video, you will see a thing. All I'll say is that last year at our almost annual beach house getaway, Beans had this unfortunate thing where he fell and hit his head on the toilet bowl and knocked himself out. He woke up with blood and stuff like that. Keep that in mind if you keep watching. I've mentioned a few times on these videos how when I'll be at a clan function and people will come up to me and say, oh man, you know, you created all this, we're all together here because of you and that sort of stuff. And I hate hearing it and I don't take it very well. I think, like, by mentioning all those names and plus just all the other hundreds of people that were present, it sort of made it feel, by starting the Cave Clan with Woody a Sloth and then keeping it going over all those years, I just gave the opportunity for all these other people to create what the Cave Clan's become. Standing there up on the stage of Woody and Sloth with all those like multi-projectors and the lights and the fucking clannies changing colour and, you know, so many old faces and new faces, and as other people have said in this video, you know, the new young people is like, it makes me feel like saying that Pip and Neelix and those guys, maybe it's time to just take a walk or start your own small brand. The time of the crime churches seems to be gone. There's a lot of keen young people wanting to do things. Maybe it's just time that you just do the right thing and head off. But yeah, it's a weird feeling, the whole, you know, you created this. But I did feel quite proud, and I very rarely feel proud. It was a special thing for me in that I knew I was going to be saying goodbye to a lot of people that I'm never going to see again. I'll see you at the 50th anniversary, but I don't really have any intention to make some big comeback. And the whole thing with the fireworks, you know, that just made me realise that I will still fight for what the majority of people I'm speaking to in the Cave Clan, I'll still fight for what they believe in. And I don't really want to do that. If I was single living in Melbourne, Crime Church wouldn't have happened. You know, they would have all been kicked out and I would have fought for it. I know this is a negative thing to say when I'm trying to be positive, but that whole not enough people in the Cave Clan stand up to stupid people.
Oh, word. Check this out. Do a kickflip.
Or, you know, to the knobs and say, no, that's not right. Or, we don't want meth. You know, people say, oh, we just want to explore drains, we just want to go to expos, we don't want to get involved in the politics. Those sort of people need to also say, we just want to go in drains and we don't want men in the clan. Anyway, I've left this to the very end. So, yeah, it's not meant to be all about me, but I guess it's my video. But thanks to everyone who chucked in and all the photos. I mean, it's just easier to say it's from the photos were from Cave Clan. I made the mistake of accepting the offer from Dodger from Sid Clan to take the group shot at the May's anniversary. He sort of kept it and saying, you know, no, you're going to show people's faces and that. I mean, 39 years of anniversary photos and no one's ever said, I want my face taken out of the photo. And now, basically, he's just not showing it. I guess he's just speaking for the whole of the clan, that, you know. So rather than saying, who wants their face removed, he's just saying you can't have it. Which is just, I don't even know why he offered to take the photo. I don't know why he didn't have a backup, but didn't realise he was going to do that. So sorry for everyone that's used to having an anniversary photo and add it to their collection of previous years. I'm sure he'll release it eventually. He's probably just waiting till I do this video. Thanks for watching. Keep it up. Cheers. Let's grab Jub and then we'll head off and go to this clay brick. What the fuck? Jub! Someone call 911! Quick, call 911, guys! Jub's done a Bevan!